Hi, this is Ashish from Desi Cycle. Today we are going to fix screeching brakes on your bicycle. This usually happens with disc brakes and also can happen with any sort of rim brakes if they get oily or they have any sort of contaminant on them. Let me show you an example of what it sounds like, and it feels very annoying. So here is my Triad X4. It has disc brakes. I gave it for service and the technician actually contaminated the brakes, and now they sound like this. You see? You hear me? Sounds like a screeching animal or a failed car, right? So we are going to fix it today, and I'm going to show you how. Here are the things that you'll need: some cotton, a pair of safety gloves so that you don't accidentally contaminate the disc brakes again, a roll of kitchen tissue paper, sandpaper, some sandpaper. I have the one here which is number 60, and it's waterproof, so it prefers to be waterproof. Some isopropyl alcohol, also can be called rubbing spirit. You can get it at any medicine shop. Allen keys to remove your rotors and your brake pads. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the wheels from the cycle. Depending on your bike, it could be a difficult process or an easy process. On my bike, the front has a quick release mechanism, so I can just pull this lever and I can remove it easily. On the back, there is sadly no quick release lever, so I'll need a number 15 spanner, which will help me remove the wheel, and thankfully I have it on my toolkit. So I'll use it to remove the rear wheel, and then we'll talk about what to do next. We have removed the wheel. Now what we want to do is remove the brake pad from the calipers on both the sides. So for this you might need to remove this entire mechanism completely, or you might just be able to pull this off. It depends. It depends what kind of brakes do you have. If you have a hydraulic setup, it becomes a bit more complicated because there are a lot of other pins involved as well. So now that I've removed the pads and the rotors, you'll see that the rotors have gone completely shiny because the pads kept slipping on them, and there is also a lot of oil and pad material on them. You can, if you watch in close, you'll see that. So we are going to fix it. On the pads, however, you'll see that they have also gone quite shiny and they have a lot of dirt on it. So we are going to fix that dirt. And how we are going to do it, I'm going to show you next. First we are going to clean the rotors. So what we'll do is we'll take the kitchen roll and clean it without using any sort of solvent to remove any sort of dirty particles on it. It is going to be a bit complicated with gloves because you won't have the perfect grip, but then it's a necessary evil. You'll see that a lot of dirt and the contaminant is coming off. We are going to do that on both the sides. So we are just going to clean it first with the kitchen roll so that we have as much of it off, and we are going to do this with both the rotors. You see how much contaminant is coming out, and we are going to repeat the same process with the other rotor. The next step is a bit hazardous. It uses isopropyl alcohol. So what we are going to do is we are going to use this cotton, dip it in isopropyl alcohol and rub the rotor so that we can remove any sort of grease and oil that is there on the rotor. I'll expect you to wear a mask so that you don't inhale this hazardous thing, and we are just going to start the process then. open this bottle. You will get it at any chemist shop. take a small piece of cotton because you want to do it again and again. Dip it and keep it dipped, and then tightly press the bottle because this evaporates very fast. Pick up the rotor and then clean it. You want to clean it thoroughly, you want to clean all parts of the rotor. And you'll see that this isopropyl alcohol also evaporates quite quickly. And we have cleaned both the rotors using isopropyl alcohol, and we are just going to leave them aside to let the alcohol vaporize, and then we are going to come back to them later. We are going to repeat the same cleaning process with the pads. You see that there's quite a bit of life remaining in the pad, so they are perfectly reusable. So what we're going to do is we are just going to first clean them up on kitchen paper or tissue paper if you have that. Just use gentle hands so that in the next step I want you to make a thick roll of the kitchen toilet paper, kitchen/toilet paper, and then place on it the rotors line by line. And pour some alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, on top of them. And douse them completely in that. You'll also need to, if you need, you can just press it on it so that any sort of oil and all is removed. Soak it for a minute or so, and then we are going to wipe it off clean on another piece of clean kitchen toilet roll. So it's quite a process. So this is being soaked. In the meantime, we are going to set up our toilet roll for cleaning them up. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to make another thick pad from the toilet paper or the kitchen roll, and we are going to just clean again. This isopropyl alcohol is actually a great solvent. It is also used as nail polish remover or any sort of paint thinner, and this will remove any sort of oil or grease based lubricant that we have on our chain, and it will actually make it cleaner. So this is the penultimate step. There is one more step remaining, and we have both the rotors and the pads cleaned from isopropyl alcohol. The final step that we need to do is we need to use sandpaper to give them their friction back, because both of them have gone quite shiny, and we are going to start the process. You can pick we are going to start with the pads first because they are relatively fast and easy to do. You want to do it on a cleaner part of the sandpaper, not a used part. I use this for a demo to figure out how it goes, and you need to just sand it properly. And you'll see that the brake surface is coming up again. So you need to do this for quite a bit of time till the surface is completely smooth, completely friction, and has a good grain instead of a shiny finish. And we are going to repeat this process with all 4 of the rotors. I'm not going to show that on video because it's a long process. So I'm going to clean all the pads, and then I'm going to show you how to clean the rotors using the sandpaper. We cleaned the pads. Now we are going to clean the rotor again on the sandpaper. All you want to do is just hold it tight and rub it against the sandpaper. And we'll have to clean both sides of the rotor. You can use any direction of rubbing, it's not an issue, as long as the rotor is getting the grip. That is what we want. We want the rotor to have its smooth surface like it was new. So we're just going to rub it off. Now we have cleaned and sanded the pads. Next step is that we are going to repeat the cleaning process using isopropyl alcohol again that I had showed you earlier, so that we have none of the sandpaper material on it and we have clean pads. So we are going to just repeat the process again as I had shown you. Just remember to douse the pads in isopropyl alcohol and then just dip them and then clean them. You'll see some of the sandpaper material will come off because it is at the end of the day just sand. So it will just come off and you'll see that your pad is smooth and grainy, which is what you want. I'm just going to place it on the clean. So we have cleaned the rotors. You'll see that they don't have that shiny surface anymore and it looks like a new rotor with a lot of grippy area. I've done that to both the surfaces. Now the final step is to clean it again with the isopropyl alcohol to remove any sort of contaminants again, and then we'll just mount them on the wheel and we'll be ready to go. So for cleaning them again, you can again either use a cotton surface or use the thing that we did with the brake pads, that you can use this in some way. So this is a clean area. Now we are just going to rub it. I'm just going to rub it. You see that a lot of sand dust or the silicone dust that is there on the sandpaper is coming off. So this is a very important step. Make sure that there is none of that remaining and your rotors are completely clean. We are going to repeat that with both the rotors. Hi, and we have assembled the bike back. It was a lot of hard work, took us about an hour and a half, and we are going to test the results again. Let's see if they squeak. So what we are going to do is we are going to take the bike hard and press the brake hard, and they are not squeaking. So they are silent again, and the braking power is good too. Yeah, it's much better than earlier because earlier the bike was moving freely. So it's done. So now that this cleaning has been done, I'd like to share a few tips with you on how to keep it this way. First thing, never touch the rotors. Never ever touch the rotors with your bare hands because your sweat contains oils and it can contaminate it and it will start making noise. Second tip, always wear gloves while servicing your bike. I gave this to a mechanic who did not use the gloves and it started squeaking. So I had to do this entire 2-hour charade of cleaning the brakes. Third step, just take it easy. If it gets dirty, clean it up, you know the video. So share, like, subscribe if you love the video and the instruction and if it works for you. Otherwise just throw a download.